I seen it in the video. That is hard.
Oh, go ahead.
You take these from home? Off the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's from the crib.
Are you gonna replace what you took out?
No, these are all the extra ones I had left over.
Oh wow. Oh, that's right. Cause I guess that makes sense.
I'm actually kind of excited to try this out.
Oh. Oh, those was like, what is that, bad sour or something?
That is delicious. I outdid myself. And I still got like I still got a lot left too, so don't be scared to make some. All right, you ready?
Whoa. That is good. Mad sweet, but that's really good.
Yeah.
I'ma spend the wealth even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need a pill. And life gon' get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Uncle Strib, and I got my buddy with me, Nate, Mr. Nate Harris. So you guys noticed we have officially got a studio here in San Antonio for the Uncle Stribs. I'm gonna try to do as many of them as I can out of here. Obviously, you guys know this is Garden 615. I'll probably still do through Zoom because it's through Zoom anyway. But my Uncle Strib, I'm gonna try to have guests and do them all in person because we got a spot. Nice vibe, right? What do you think?
Dude, this when you get this completely done, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So I still gotta.
It's already crazy. Like,
yeah.
This is so nice.
For those of y'all that aren't, well, for those of y'all that are listening, those that are watching that can't see, I'm soundproofing this wall here. It's not finished. This whole wall is gonna be soundproof, and the wall behind the iPad is gonna be soundproof. And then I also want to eventually upgrade this to like a higher table. But this for now is gonna work.
Yeah.
And then we got charging ports. So you actually need to plug in your phone and stuff. I got like this charging port. And then I got my little Polaroid. Is it done?
Oh, it's on the
Ah, you remove it.
That's okay, we're gonna get another one. I
Yeah.
gotta get another one.
But
That's so cool though.
so before we get, I guess to open up and get started, man. How you been?
Good, honestly. I've been working. I recently started focusing on a lot, like I told you before, personal finance. Been looking into that a lot. I recently found a YouTube channel, 2 YouTube channels actually, that I watch a lot more, probably these past 2 months, that have really like kicked me into high gear. So I'm like, stop spending money on stupid shit. Stop buying food that I don't need, buying shoes that I don't need. Like, dude, I got my closet, bro. I look at it and I just be like, it kind of irritates me to a bit, because I be like, I got all these shoes and I wear like 3 of them. So
yeah,
I literally rotate between like 3 of them consistently. It's these, another pair of New Balances, and then the little black toe lows.
Yeah.
Those are the only 3 shoes I wear, and the other like 12, 13 boxes, I'm just like, that could have been money I could have been spending, or like moving towards something that can put me in a better position, like the position that I want in my head that I have now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I found those 2 YouTube channels, and those kind of kicked me into high gear to start want to like figure my shit out, instead of, because last year, you know, I said I was gonna start focusing, and I did all but focus.
Yeah.
So get on my shit, and then I haven't told anybody this yet, really, other than my mom. I started, you know, along with the QA stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen me before. I've said that I do QA for one of my jobs that I got, besides the shoe palace job that we had before, together. But I'm considering, since I've lost like a lot of hours at SP, I've been considering kind of replacing it with something else. And so I started a course for something called physical security, which is like in the same realm of cybersecurity, but instead of being the web side of things, it's the physical world type of thing. So camera systems,
Oh,
fireproof systems,
gotcha.
fire escapes, anything that has to do with actual schematics of like buildings or
Right, and like being up to code with stuff.
yeah, exactly. So, or not even just that, but it's like they get real deep, like robotics, drones type stuff. If you get into like government type work,
Right.
which I don't know if I would ever end up doing that because I ain't no saint. But so I've been looking into doing that and then doing that alongside the QA stuff because I would kind of prefer they're both remote just because honestly I love working from home.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when you don't have somebody hounding over you, bro, to like get your work done, you know what I'm saying? You get done whenever you good.
Yeah, it's like you don't have anybody micromanaging you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean that's where I'm at about right now. That's like I feel like I'm in a kind of like a different headspace right now than I was, I don't know, like 3 months ago. And it feels good. It feels amazing.
Yeah, man, that's good. I feel like I don't know why I got a lot of friends, or at least in my like friend group people I still keep in touch with. It seems like everybody's starting to take their like not even like their life to the next level, but it just seems like everybody's taking their mental. Like not mental health, but just their like it seems like everybody's getting closer to reaching that mental peace.
Like they're focusing on.
Yeah, they're starting to focus on things they actually care about.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
Quick pause from the great conversation we're having. First, we want to let you guys know this podcast is brought to you by Final Form Supplements. Final Form Supplements is a supplement brand for all your everyday needs. We got multivitamins here. My boy Nate just caught some multivitamins here at the gym. We also got joint, brain focus. I'm taking some hair, skin, and essentials because I got to keep the hair nice and flowacious. You see that? It's nice and thick. All right. We also got protein and things like that. Creatine for all you hardcore gym goers. Go to finalformsubs.com. That's SUPPS.com. Use promo code CoachStrib, all caps, no space, to get 10% off your order. All right. Back to the show. I love hearing it because it's fortunately, I've never worked a job that I've hated. Never worked a job that I've hated. But I know people that have worked jobs and they are absolutely miserable. And it's like, it's just, you can feel like the negative, like you can just feel that they just don't want to
Be there. Yeah.
be there. And that's rough. It's rough, but hey man, it's all about leveling up for sure.
For sure, dude. Like I said, it puts like a new lens on your eyes, really. Like when you start seeing, because I felt like when I was, like I said, like a year ago, I don't know, it just felt different. Like just being in my space that I have now, it just like I look outside, colors are vibrant, like type shit. That's what I'm saying. Like the greens are more green, the blues look more blue. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, So it feels good. It's nice. It's real nice. And I think that I've kind of gotten a little bit better at understanding, but reintroducing delayed gratification for myself. So, because I feel like a lot of the times, and I feel like this kind of content helps with that kind of stuff. Long form content.
Yeah.
If you're gonna consume content on the internet, it should be long form. So that way you can like keep the mental of being able to pay attention to something.
Yeah.
Or be able to be willing to wait to be able to receive the gratification for things. Like when I started looking at my money situation, I was like, it's gonna take me, give or take, 2 years to really get myself into a position, year and a half, if I really hunker down, but 2 years max, to really start getting my stuff in order, like good, to a point where I can actually start spending money like the way I want to, and to the point where in the next 10, 15 years, I might have the freedom to spend my money how I wish.
Right.
And so that's kind of how far I look out now, instead of just going day by day. It's like, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna go buy this pair of shoes today, because that'll brighten my day up. That'll make me see some nice colors outside.
That instant gratification.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then the next day I'm like, it's kind of bumming out. I didn't do nothing today to be able to make me get gratified. let me go do something else that's
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
So that's kind of the kind of mentality that y'all broken out of, and it feels good.
Speaking of mentalities, that reminds me of when I first moved here. So I'm not gonna lie, I did not have the best experience in college. And so I even told myself the first opportunity I get to leave Columbia, Missouri, I want to leave. Like I just didn't feel good, right? I'm not a fan of the Midwest. Like my heart's in Nashville. So like, the culture's different. And so when I moved here to San Antonio, I remember standing on my balcony after I moved in on the 3rd floor, looking out to like, the view wasn't great, but you know, I'm looking down, like you can see the trees and you see the houses in the hills off in the distance. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm really out here. Like you said, like everything seemed more vibrant, colors seemed more colorful. I felt like the first semester, maybe the first year I was here, I felt like I was on vacation for a year. Even though I still had to go to school, still doing work. Like on the weekends, when I would just sit on my patio, a Black and Mild, some lemonade or some cran grape. I'm just chilling on the patio, got my TV on, watching sports, not just chilling. And then, you know, I started going to Spurs games, and you know how NBA, like basketball is for me.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, I thought about going to the game tomorrow.
I bet. Cause Wemby?
Well, phenomenal. I think it's gonna turn out to be. I think it's gonna turn out to be fantastic. But just the game in general. But like to
Who are they gonna play?
Raptors.
Okay.
They play Raptors tomorrow. But I went through that stage but then there was a point in time from when I first moved here, and then that's when I started working like a madman. And there's one point I had like 6 jobs, and then I have all these responsibilities.
Yeah.
But ever since I retired from the SP, I feel like I'm back in that mental space of like, I gotta be a little firmer on saving, but I have the freedom to go out and do a little more things. So like, I literally have the freedom if I want to. I don't know if I'm going or not, but if I want to go to the game at 2:30 tomorrow, we'll just go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be like, I got these obligations, I got this work, I got this shift, or I got to do this, or I got to do that. It's like, you know, I might not go, but I'm thinking about going. But if I don't, I guess, you know, I'm gonna do some other shit.
Freedom. Choice.
Yes, I'm back at having those choices to do things and stuff. But it's all about that mental space, the mental health, man.
And with you saying that, honestly, it's kind of crazy because I'm the same. I'm thinking. I thought this. I agree with you. Like in my head, I was just like, nah, that's facts. Like the fact that, despite the fact that I know I need to focus on I can't get as many nice things.
Right.
I can't buy shit just with the extra money that I'm making off the side. But it's like the fact that just being able to know that I have a goal for myself. I think that's what it is. Like you set a new goal. Like you kind of leave that one thing behind. You set a new goal, and then that's just human nature.
Yeah.
Like
you're just excited for the new thing.
Exactly. Like human nature is you wanna. Society's been doing this since the beginning of time. That's what it's all about. It's just leveling this up.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I don't mean you gotta go. Like I'm not somebody. Or I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who might be watching it too. Not everybody needs to be, fulfilled by financial gain in terms of like going up and up and up. It can just be your mentality going up and up and up. Your personality going up and up and up. Like you just building yourself up as an individual. So that's just human nature though, I feel. Like that's just if you don't want to build yourself up, you're going against human nature, and you're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
Big time. Just going against what we're built to do. So crazy shit.
Now, since you've been watching the financial stuff, has there been any ideas or any lingering thoughts about starting a business?
I've already considered or putting myself into a position to where I can start. I mean, I'm still going to do this in cybersecurity stuff. I still intend on going back to school to finish that cybersecurity stuff so I can get myself into network security. That is still my overall intention in life. Like, I still want to have my own network security company so I can just protect other people's network infrastructures. And me working in the tech industry that I work in now, and then going into what I'm going into as well with these courses, protecting people on the internet is, because I mean, I've been hacked before. Have you been hacked before?
Yeah.
Damn near everybody's been hacked on something. A video game, an email. You said you get a text and I don't know, you fucking click a link accidentally. Yeah. Whatever it is, somebody has taken your information and you didn't like the shit. It's fucking annoying. You gotta go deal with the customer support. They're like, "What are you talking about? You did this," and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But so protecting that is just, I feel like, vital. Obviously, it's vital. I mean, the world is moving more and more towards technology as we continue moving forward in time. So protecting that is vital. And I feel like I'm so kind of like passionate about it to the point where I don't think anybody can probably maybe not right now, can do it better than me. So when I do get into that position to be able to protect people's internet or people's network infrastructures, protecting their businesses, because that's what it is. It's like protecting other people's businesses with my business.
Right, yeah.
So it's just like, to be able to have them know that their business is secure in my hands, that feels good.
Yeah. Like
just thinking about that, even just right now, I was just like, damn, that's some boss ass shit. Like, your shit is good in my hands. I'm damn near like a bank for all your data.
Right. And you secure it.
Exactly. And that's just like, I mean, it's kind of a power thing, I guess, but it just feels good.
Well, you're helping people.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with you thinking or knowing you can do something better than somebody else. That's, for example, personal training, everybody, like, personal training, all that information is it's given, like, when you get your certificate, it's the same course everybody takes. Whether it's NASM or not, they tell you the same information. It's easy to go search that information. The difference between this personal trainer and that personal trainer is usually I think I can do, or I can do better than that person.
Fact.
Now, there are certain instances where, like, if they're into strongman and someone wants specific strongman training, okay, he got it.
True.
But if you come to me, general, average, everyday Joe, and they're just trying to lose fat and get in shape, I'm the guy. I got these credentials. I've been doing it for this amount of time. I got supplements, so I'm expert in supplementation. I do your macros. That's all that is really, you're in better hands with me than you are at goals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I see that mentality being across different.
And you know what's funny now that you say, even just that you mentioned goals, I thought about this recently. I was watching one of your videos and you were doing, what was it? It was like an ad for one of your trainings, I believe, at this gym.
A commercial that I probably posted, like a reel.
It was just like a photo or something, like one of the classes you guys.
Oh, the Saturday, Sunday classes.
Yeah, something like that. It was one of those, and then I was thinking about it, and I was just like, people at commercial gyms can do the same thing, right? But I feel like the thing is that a lot of people who work at commercial gyms, a lot of them do it just to get a check.
The security of it.
Because
it's almost, I don't know if they get paid hourly, but like the goals provides them the customer.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they train them.
Exactly.
For me, this gym, they help me get customers, because obviously I'm not here all day, but I'm going out, I'm posting, I'm marketing, I'm hashtagging, I'm passing out business cards at events. I'm anywhere somebody says anything about fitness, here's my business card, yada yada. I have to secure the customer, basically. Versus
So, because they're already at the gym.
You are right.
They're seeing people. I mean, you as a trainer more than likely look better than the average person. So they're gonna be like, well, I mean, this guy's already in the profession. I don't know how to just pay this guy. He's already here.
Exactly.
So it's like, but that's almost a guaranteed sale. It's damn near like working at SP when they see nice shoes on the wall, and you're like, you just hype up the shoe a little bit more, and it's like, and then they're like, bag it up.
Yeah, the shoe sells itself.
Yeah, a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we already know this, how much harder it is to do stuff like apparel and all that.
Oh, yeah. You gotta work it.
Man.
You gotta work that. Or a cleaner, you gotta
hit him
half off.
Hit him with that sale.
Yeah.
I swear,
it's $5.
It's so crazy how the mental works with, like, just being told it's a sale.
All right.
You gonna take it.
Yeah, people just. All right, fine.
I almost did that. I have this lamp that I want to get. This is completely unrelated to what we're talking about on the podcast, but we talking.
Yeah.
There's this lamp I want to get behind my mirror in my room to get a like a little bit better lighting.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just looking at Amazon, and there's a $40 off coupon. But then I thought, no. See, I thought that too. It's right before Black Friday. Why is there a $40 coupon right before Black Friday? They're trying to secure sales
Before it goes
bigger
before it goes 60% off or $60 off.
before the bigger sale.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
because it cuts into their profit margin.
I was like, what the? That's
wild.
kind of crazy. Like y'all almost got my ass, but then I was
People are peeping it.
yeah, they're
That's
not.
the difference between I would consider us both deep thinkers, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
I think that's the difference between your deep thinkers and people that don't think like that is you peep the scam, the game.
Mhm.
You peep that. Most people would have saw that, got it, and then they would have been the same customers that's trying to return it because it's cheaper on Black Friday and they're trying to get their money back.
Yep. And I was just like, that's literally what went through my mind. I was just like, why the fuck is this on sale for $40 off? Right before Black Friday. Damn motherfuckers, that makes so much sense. They're literally, it's gonna cut, like you said, it's gonna cut into their profit margins. They know that.
Right.
They know that people aren't gonna even consider that when they see a $40 base cut off. They're gonna be like, oh, $40 off, I'm gonna take it. And like,
Right.
I almost got caught up in that. That's so crazy how retail, like working in retail though, because I don't think I would have peeped that had I not worked in retail.
That experience.
Yeah, that's so nuts. It's so crazy. Full circle though. Full circle though. Because, I mean, like I said, with the physical security thing, obviously, I'm still at SP right now.
Yeah.
That is not my intention to remain. I have a shift, tomorrow? That's probably going to be my last. Because I don't think working through Black Friday right now, like, when I be there, and this, I think, kind of goes back to the fulfillment thing. Working at SP, I felt like my first year there, I felt so good about working there, like helping people out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It actually felt like nice.
Right.
I granted, I guess I had kind of been out of work for a bit, outside of like labor jobs, but I guess it felt good to work there. And I felt semi-fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people around me were nice. The people like who we work with, obviously,
Right.
our old team was OG,
Yeah.
best team ever. Y'all never gonna top that. I'm sorry, but it's not gonna happen. But I feel like maybe it's just the fact that the old team is gone. I'm just like, I don't fit in here no more.
It is different.
Yeah, I'm just like, y'all can have it. It's kind of like just passing it off.
It is different because our older team was old. Like you were probably the youngest.
Yeah.
And besides, me
Oh,
as
you
younger.
mean like
Like when it was me, Jerry.
Yeah.
Like we had 3 AMs.
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
Jerry, Mia,
Yep,
Paul,
yep.
you, and then
Vanessa, Rebecca, all of them. Oh,
Yeah.
you mean OG?
yep. We count Britt because she kind of came in when.
Yeah.
Yeah, all older.
All older, yeah. And I guess now it's that's so fast. Everybody's like 19 and below.
Now, yeah.
So I guess maybe that is what it is. It just I don't even want
It's just a different
and I
vibe.
fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
I don't got no problems with nobody, but I don't even be like trying to go out of my way to have conversations no more with black people at work. I just be there, do my job, and go home.
Yeah, go on.
So it'd be like, going there is kind of like a drag. It's like, and I feel, to my anime watchers, it's very Shikamaru.
Oh, what a drag.
Oh my, like, dude, 30 minutes before I gotta go,
Now, let me ask you
just
this.
flopping.
Would it be a little different if they actually paid what it was worth? If you're making 13 an hour there.
With the same team we have now, I don't think so.
I'm saying, would it help a little bit?
I mean, with the hours that I'm getting right now, no.
It would. It's not enough to make a
No,
difference, really.
I don't think it would really make me like change my mind on not wanting to be there. I don't really think so. If the team was the same and it was like back then, I mean, obviously I've stayed as long as I have now, and I hope that oh boy can keep a team for as long as people like you, myself, me or Jerry, like we stayed for a while. So I feel like I hope that he can build a team that's as cemented like that.
Yeah.
Instead of just having to always build out something else, because that shit sucks. I mean, if it sucks, it's me I'm just a part timer and it sucks. Imagine being top dog.
Oh, you're trying to
Yeah.
draft a team?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're rebuilding.
Imagine being a head coach trying to rebuild the team all the fucking time.
Yeah, the
So-
retention is, I think the retention for the company as a whole is probably not too good.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't imagine that being non-stressful either. Because now you gotta like try to find people to be able to take over the hours that you're receiving, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, granted, old boy got a much harder time with what's to come. Hopefully, I hope not that the team that he has now is like. But the thing is like I feel like that's kind of like our generation kind of thing. Stay in a place for a little bit longer than we really should.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like people the ages that they're working there now, 19 and below, they're not really on that shit. They be
As
like,
soon as there's an inconvenience, I'm out.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
out.
They be like the moment they be like, I'm unhappy. All right, time to go find something new.
Yeah. People our age,
They don't even care. They got something else lined up.
I feel people our age will stay longer and work a job we don't really like, because of the security, right? And I feel like part of it is making making an adult decision.
Yeah,
If you don't like the job, you're still gonna stay until you can securely find something else. Then you leave, but that takes time.
Yeah.
Versus somebody that they'd rather not do it, quit, be in this limbo of, okay, I'm not making money, I don't have a job, let me find a job, but then that takes time on its own. So I feel like part of the reason is probably just because, when we're our age, we're grown, we're adults, we're not living with our parents.
Yeah.
A lot of us are on our own financially, and we can't afford to be jobless for a month.
yeah,
Especially, some of like us, we're not close to home.
yeah.
Like, I can't just go down the street to my mom's house and get food because I ain't got no money.
Facts.
So I have to make sure I got some shit secured before I leave.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, but
Now, granted, I will say this. That's also an issue for people in our age group. You mentioned that
stay home.
No,
close to home.
you mentioned the fact that we tend not to be in a position to be able to even take a month off of work.
Yeah, which is a problem on its own.
Yeah, because financially, you should, and this is not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but it's good.
Okay, disclaimer. You've
It's-
been watching?
Hell yeah.
You get trained. You get
But
trained.
hey, it's a good idea to build an emergency fund.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen, and it's crazy how much people in our age group and people younger, we don't think about that. We live so much in the today, and the so much like day to day to day to day, instead of thinking about even just a week or two out.
Right.
Unless it's like a major event that you really want to do, like a concert or some shit.
Yeah.
That you're not thinking that far out ever, and that's like kind of scary. Like when you really think about it, nigga, that's okay. I can lose my job tomorrow, and realistically, I could have no idea.
Right. Yeah.
Like
You don't know what's coming.
Yeah, I have no idea, and I don't have an emergency fund. I have like a 1 month, but that's it. So I have to replace.
I had one, but I had to use it for my car.
See?
For emergency. I mean, it was emergency
Yeah,
fund. I used it, but
yeah, you used
now
it.
I'm rebuilding.
Now you gotta rebuild
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
But at least you're being rebuilt. Some
Right.
lot of people,
Yeah,
or they'll end up using credit, leverage their own debt for their own selves towards trying to pay off that issue.
Right.
And then they just go deeper in the hole, deeper in the hole, deeper in the hole. And then it's just like, so for people watching, if you ever want to, like I said, not financial advice, but definitely advise building up an emergency fund.
What's the rule of thumb? 4 to 6 months of expenses?
Yeah.
Right.
4 to 6 months is
Yeah.
because that's about the time it takes for you to find a new job.
Yeah.
I think the job market, if you have actual credentials, instead of just being like even average Joe, realistically, all jobs are hiring. You can get a job at fucking Whataburger, paying $15-$14 an hour, and
just until you can.
Yeah.
If
I mean, and that's pretty decent. I mean, you'd have to get a lot of hours, but work your ass off for a little bit, get yourself back up. But anyway, I mean, realistically, if you just hunker down for like, just chill out on spending money for like, as long as you're not in a bunch of debt, 3-4 months, you can build up an emergency fund.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're making a decent amount of money, you can make at least, and within within a quarter of the, what is that, a quarter of the year, right?
Yeah.
A third of the year. So within a third of the year, within that first quarter, so you should be able to build up at least a 1 month emergency fund.
Right.
So, and at least that way you have something to fall back on for a little while. So I mean, that's something that and that's something that kind of scared me when I really started watching that personal finance stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're backtracking, obviously, but
yeah,
I was like, damn. Like I said, I can lose my job today. Like, shit, my mama got laid off out of nowhere. Just got called
right.
after the work day, leading into the weekend. Hey, we can't have you anymore. That could happen to me any day.
Right.
And I am definitely far from prepared. What the fuck would happen? Like, I wouldn't have money for rent. I wouldn't have money to get groceries. I would just be like, stuck. I ain't got nothing to leverage other than more debt.
Right.
Which I don't want to do. So it's scary to think that people are, and now we're going back. Scary to think people our age, and people younger, just live so much in the now. Yeah.
Oof. Speaking on the financial stuff, how has your dive into the stock market been? Or have you been diving?
I've been looking into it, but I'm not putting money into that yet.
Not yet.
I've seen what a lot of people do, and it's fine to do that. If I was making more money, I would do that 100%. Like, if I were making, like, I've already told myself, if I were making, so if I get this additional, this is going a little bit, I mean, fuck it, talking money is great. Getting into that physical security job is a base pay of $48,000, entry level. So that's entry level, and with these courses that I'm taking, I have an opportunity to get a job within, it's like a capstone project that I have to go ahead and talk to. You know what? It's probably a better idea if I tell you this private.
That's fine.
Okay. Where were we at in that case?
You know me.
Courses.
Lost it.
Courses.
Courses. Something about it'll bring in 48.
Yeah, 48,000. So
yeah.
I mean, with that 48,000, I'm making around right now with just the QA stuff. I'm making, I think, 36, 38, somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm.
So with that 48, that puts me at around 80. So with
Right.
that 80, at that minimum 80,000, I can actually make it. I can start putting in 15 to 25% into going into like any savings. So that I already have 2 high yield savings accounts for tax needs as well as my emergency fund building up. But that's really the only thing I'm getting into is just high yield savings accounts and just putting my money up for taxes next year and emergency fund. But with that 80,000, I can put 15 to 25% of any or all my income into the stock market, which would probably be index funds if I had to guess. Index funds? Is that what it is?
For you talking about the like they're investing in specific markets?
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
index funds.
Index funds?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's not the one is that the one that's like, I gotta read up on this shit more. I'm not too versed on it, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just try to describe it.
Is that the one that's least risk?
ETFs, exchange trade fund.
That's the one that it branches off into, it diversifies.
Yeah, it's the same as an index fund, but you don't have to buy full shares.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
you
like,
can buy partial shares.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I want to get into, that ETFs.
Yeah.
That's the one that we were talking about before, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's the one. That's the stuff I'm in.
That's the one that I want to look into to put it in just 15 to 25. I mean, and they diversify it for me. If anything, I can just talk to a broker and get into, like, once I get a little bit more cemented financially, get to a brokerage, and then to have them actually tell me, like, where should I put my money, or maybe a CPA, probably a better idea, right? Would they be able to do that, or is that just strictly accounting? Financial advisor, maybe?
Financial advisor would probably be a shot. CPA would be good though in terms of where to put your money for tax breaks.
Okay.
But a financial advisor would probably know that stuff as well.
I have to look into that stuff more, but I'm definitely diving in. Not necessarily into the stock market, but I'm learning.
Yeah, for sure.
For what I need to learn to be able, once I actually do get to that point where I can start putting money into it, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
So that's my intention.
Yeah, I had to, since retiring, and I was telling you in the car, I'm on like strict money saving mode. So like, even though I'm not making as much as I was from SP, I'm not struggling.
Yeah.
But I had to pause all my investing because I was putting in buku money. The reason why I was kind of living paycheck to paycheck at Shoe Palace, but it's because all the extra money I was saving.
Yeah.
So it was that's like a good version of paycheck to paycheck.
Course, yeah.
I was putting a ton of money aside in emergency fund. And I was putting whatever I had left over into savings. I had a big ass chunk going towards credit cards.
Yeah.
So I was paying down debt.
Yep.
I was building an emergency fund, and I was investing all at the same time. Now everything's like, yo, just chill out. And then until the gym gets going, because I don't have any clients, but I'm selling. My lemonades are doing pretty well. Supplements are doing pretty well. I'm hoping to get these classes going because the classes I can start making some real money because it's $20 a person per class Saturday, Sunday. So I get 10 people or 15 people to show up Saturday and Sunday every week. Yeah. Just that doesn't even include the privates. That doesn't include the
right there.
Yeah, and that doesn't include the lemonades and the other stuff. But yeah, I've had to chill out on my because my real estate portfolio, it got pretty big. I got it close to 5K. But I want to get that blown up. ASAP, I had to pause all of that, and I'm just chilling on right now. The only thing I'm putting money towards is still paying down credit cards. But outside of that, I'm saving when I can. But I'm just pretty much just trying to chill and just stack up rebuild my emergency fund. It's gonna be slow.
Gotcha.
But
what are you using for your high yield savings? Just out of curiosity.
So my emergency fund's not in a high yield saving; it's in a regular savings account. But through Robinhood, the money you keep uninvested in the account is 4.9%.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So I just leave. So a giant chunk of my portfolio is it's basically a high end saving. It's just less liquid.
Yeah.
Because you have to transfer from Robinhood to the bank. But that's why the savings account I'm building back up my emergency fund is just my region savings.
I'll say this: look into SoFi.
SoFi?
SOFI. Right? Or SOF?
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
I think it's I.
Okay. So look into them. 4.6% right now.
4.6?
Yeah.
Do they pay monthly on the interest?
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, it's literally compounded monthly.
Okay, yeah. Because
So-
that Robinhood, bro.
I'm pretty sure, right? It's not like quarterly or anything. I'm pretty sure it's monthly.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
I receive it monthly. I have two of my accounts on there, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm pretty sure I haven't really looked at when they get their docs in. I'll look at it when we leave and then I'll check that out. But I'm pretty sure it's monthly.
Yeah, because
So-
Robinhood be sending me that email. Your money been put in there, cuz.
4.9 is.
Overnight,
so
and then
good.
I have an ETF, JEPI. I call it JEPI. It's an ETF, but it pays monthly dividends. So it's not really a high end. It's not really like a high end or high yield savings account, but it's just like basically a monthly income. Now I don't have a lot because I don't have like a ton of money in there, but it pays monthly. So right now, my savings, my investing portfolio every month, I'm getting my APR for the uninvested cash, and I'm getting monthly dividends from JEPI for that.
Yeah.
So it's still, even though I'm not really putting much money into it, and then every now and then I have a little extra, I'll throw like 50 in there maybe or something like that. But even though I'm not physically putting money in there, it's because that money is reinvested back into it.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay,
still
okay.
building itself.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not putting any money in it. So it's kind of set up to start. So
I get
when
what you mean.
so when I get, I gotta tell you about something about a job potentially when I graduate. But when I I got like a serious, money, I get financially stable and I put some serious money in there, it'll get to the point where it'll just start on its own, just 20K, bam, reinvested, 30K, yeah.
Honestly, it was really crazy. I feel like this is kind of what lit a fire under my ass when I really started like watching that financial stuff. And it gets really interesting once you like really start looking into yourself and your own spending habits, or how you use your money, and versus how people with a lot of money use their money.
Right.
Man, it's so crazy how different people think.
Yeah.
And it's so fucked up how you're not. It's so fucked up. It's weird how you're not taught this stuff. But anyway, what I was thinking about, or what I looked at, is this is to put it in perspective as to how much money you can really make in a decent amount of time once you really stop looking at just today. With I think it was $2,000. Yeah, with a $2,000 initial deposit into a savings account with 4.5% APY, and putting in on a income of around $40,000, I believe it was, you can put in $600 a month into a savings account, $610. So realistically, so you're making on a $40,000 paycheck, you're making around what, $2,200 a check? $1,700-$1,800 on a check.
Something like that.
So that's so every 2 weeks, that's pretty solid. Every 2 weeks, all you have to do is take out $310 and put in a $2,000 initial deposit. So $620 every month, $2,000 initial deposit. Within 20 years, it was 20 years, right? Compounding on 4.5%, $2 million. And I believe in today's money that considering inflation at a decent amount, I think it was, I don't remember the percentage number, but
I think it's 2% a year.
that's okay. That's what I thought it was. I was gonna say 1 point something, but
yeah, it's like 1.5, 2%.
Okay, so on average, in today's money, I think that was like 800 grand. 20 years, or 30, was it 30?
No, 20 sounds about right.
20 or 30 years. It was in that range. So sorry if I'm not getting this 100% right, but 20 to 30 years, $2,000 initial deposit, $620 a month, 20 to 30 years, $2 million, $800,000 in today's money. Is that right? 1.3 million? Is it 1.3 million? Somewhere in that range, 800,000 to 1.3 million. But I mean, dude, 20 years? I mean, 40, I'm 25.
And that's not even including, as you get older, you make more money,
Obvious,
you can put more to the side. So that's like, if everything was stagnant for 20, 30 years, yeah.
You're making only $40,000 a year for 20, 30 years, and you're only putting in $600 a month. And granted, that APY isn't gonna stay at 4.5 for that long. Probably it's gonna fluctuate depending on how the market is looking, how much they can really give back based off the interest that they're making off the money that's sitting in their account.
Right.
But by them I mean the banks, I guess.
You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, that's how it all plays out. It's really cool once you really start looking to it. And all it takes is a little bit of time. And I mean, the average person lives until they're 70 damn near. So, I mean, you take a good, 20, 30 years of just, I mean, let's just say realistically, you probably won't get to the point of really even considering your finances in today's world until you're around like 23, 24. Because unless you have the correct people around you who teach you early. But average person, you're not gonna hear about it until you're around 24 years old probably. So, and start wanting to like actually look into it. So 24, 20, 30 years, you're 44, 54. And for the last 26 years of your life, you can do anything you want. I guarantee you that 20, 30 years you missed out on.
Oh, you'll make it up.
Boy.
You'll make it up.
It don't matter if you that old. You're gonna be throwing ass and you can do, and I mean, shit. All niggas and women love older people. I ain't gonna cap. Like, what I tell you? What I tell you about the MILFs?
Oh,
see, the older women, older niggas, bro. Opposite or same, I guess. gotta put them disclaimers in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
They gotta. Older people, they just W's. Like you got buku money.
They didn't figure it out.
Yeah, you got buku
They
money.
didn't figure it
You're
out.
successful. You're cemented. There's not really much that's gonna shake you. At least there shouldn't be, as long as you focused up on
Right.
life.
Yeah.
There are, unfortunately are exceptions to that rule where people just unfortunately don't ever grow the fuck up or focus up, or they just never learn it. Like it's just not around them.
Yeah.
But most older people, dude, they're just rocks. Just
solid. They're
solid
foundation.
dude, like, and
Yeah.
they can't be shaken at all. They're good.
To your point about it's crazy they don't teach it earlier, because with the the numbers you dropped, the earlier you start, the less you have to save over time.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
the less it takes, because the beautiful thing about compounding interest is even if you start with less money up front, it's the more time it has to accumulate.
Yep.
Where it's exponential.
that stretch of time, literally, and that's also what I meant by, like, if you have the right people around you, you can learn early. Like there are 18-year-olds who are making, we see it on social media.
Yeah.
They're making $400,000 a month.
Yeah.
Granted, some people aren't doing it the best way possible. The OnlyFans venture and whatnot, but people who are like clothing brands,
Mhm.
and they build up they build up enough capital to be able to start cementing themselves in the future to the point where they can go eat at places like Nobu Sushi at 27, or own a multi-million-dollar company at 30,
Right. Yeah.
because they had the right people around them to be able to teach them, hey, this is how you need to use your money.
Mhm.
Don't look at all these people who are buying shit that they don't need to look a certain way, to people who don't fucking care. Like, I mean, that's just how it. I mean, even if it is just a little bit of gratification for yourself, like the shoe thing, I wasn't buying shoes because I cared about what people thought about the shoes on my feet. I liked them. I wanted them.
Right.
them. So that's how that worked. But there are a lot of people out there who end up like going into debt or buying things that they don't need. Say, I don't know, like a fucking Dior bag. Nigga, you don't need no goddamn Dior bag. You make $30,000 a month or a year.
A month.
Like, my bad, $30,000 a year. Dior bag.
Yeah.
That's an $8,000 drop for
Right.
what? Free. So people outside
Yeah.
can see you and can perceive you in a way that you deem that you should be perceived. But it's like, nigga, you not up there. You got that bag, and then you go home and you got roaches in your kitchen. So it's like, worse in the kitchen, because that's actually kind of normal nowadays, evidently. But how about a kitchen, roaches in the bedroom? You got roaches in the tub, like.
Social media, man.
But you stepping outside with a Dior bag and some Louis.
I think it's on social media.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
agree.
It's
so crazy though, isn't it? Like, it's
Yeah.
just and that's what I mean by you get everybody has a different lens that they're looking at life through. Everybody goes through different shit. Everybody sees different shit. Everybody understands things differently. Everybody perceives the world in a different way, which is really weird because we're all looking at the same fucking thing. So.
Yeah.
All perception. Perception is, once you really get an understanding on what perception is and how diverse it can really be, because like I said, we're all looking at the exact same thing. I mean, somebody can look at this wall and see something completely different than what I see somehow.
Yeah.
Or somebody can be in the same situation that I'm in and then remember it entirely differently.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
It's really weird.
It's a double-edged sword.
Perception is,
Because to that point, I think it, like I said, it's double-edged sword because it can be beautiful, like art. You can have or music.
Yeah.
You have somebody listen to something and be like, oh, I like it because of this, and this person listens to the exact same song.
Yeah.
But they hear it like this.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's true. And then the perception, like I said, it's a spectrum. You can like certain things for a array of different reasons. You can dislike certain things for an array of different reasons. It's just which way you want to go. Who do you align with?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or what do you align with?
All right. Before we wrap it up, I like to do this with my guests. give me, and you've done it before. Top three pieces of advice for anybody listening. It can be from something that you're doing, like something that's relative to you now, or something that somebody told you, you know, in the past, or something that you really think is a good piece of advice.
Number one, get an emergency fund. And this goes to everybody. I assume everybody, I'm sorry, I know I said that this is not financial advice, and it's not, but there's no negative outcome from building an emergency fund. Other than you just have to suck it up for a little while. You have to save a little extra money. You can't spend that money on stupid shit. But other than that, get an emergency fund. Cement yourself to the fact that you can, if life just decides to fucking punch the shit out of you, you can be good for a little while. Number two, build a routine. I recently found out that I didn't really have much of a routine. I wake up at the same, maybe not the same time, same range of time.
Mm-hmm.
Brush my teeth, obviously, take showers, and all the other stuff. Go to the gym, eat foods that you like. Try not to shy too far away from the routine that you make for yourself, because honestly, humans are just routine creatures. It is what it is. That's how we've evolved. If you try to go against it, it's probably going to be really tough. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. It's the reality of things. Definitely advise getting on a routine. Drink some fucking water. That's number three. Drink some fucking water. That's it.
We are
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, like no cap.
Like dead ass.
For
Stay
real.
hydrated. Like that. Staying hydrated, because niggas be, man, people be just not drinking their damn water. Your skin be looking dry. Your hair be looking dry.
Messing up your sleep.
Your sleep is fucked up. Your wake up feels fucked up. You don't feel energized. You feel dry. Like just inside of you feel dry. Your
Mouth be sticky.
Man, your shits don't
Pause.
feel good. Whoa.
Oh man.
Oh man. And I was like, wait, oh no. Yeah, but like, stay hydrated, please. Drink some damn water. I don't really care about the metric number, but when people be saying recommended, just drink some water.
Yeah.
Like, just drink some water.
Take care of your body so it'll take care of you.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. Appreciate it, Nate. Guys, you've heard it here first on Uncle Strib, new studio. We're rocking, and it's be lit to have you on again, man.
This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, dog.
Y'all gonna see this place level up like crazy. This man is focused.
Appreciate it. Look, the real dad. You know, that's gonna get to the last
Hell
one.
yeah. I love that shit, man.
All right, kids.
I'm gonna chase my dreams, my life.